Hey, Jeffrey Paul with a message of inspiration about priorities. Priorities. All the things I want to do, could do, should do, might do. Wow. There is so many things on the list of most people that it just is overwhelming. And I've quoted this before, and I want to share it with you because I think it's so timely. I don't know about you, but it just seems like there's so many opportunities, so many great things you could do, so many goals, so many opportunities, as I said. But here's the quote that really wakes me up. It says, you can do whatever you want to do. That's a good thing. But there's a but. And but generally omits the preceding statement. But you just can't do everything you want to do. Does that make sense? We've got apps to do anything and everything, and apps to help you learn how to do the apps that are been given before that app. That might sound like a rhyme, but it really is crazy. You don't have the time to even learn how to use the apps to make things happen for you, whether they're Google Docs or whether they're computer assisting processing. It all wraps itself up into a big fog. Have you been there? And it comes down to that we really must learn how to prioritize. We must learn how to prioritize what's important, what we really want, what we are going to go for, but we got to go for it with all our focus on it. I've shared this with you before from Philippians chapter 3, verse 12 through 14. Forgetting what's behind me, striving what's ahead. But I need to know what's ahead. And I need to place ahead of me what I really believe is the absolute best. And I want to give you a challenge on how to do this. And this might be the most difficult challenge I've ever given in my inspiration. You got to take a good amount of time, at least 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes minimum, and put down or look at your goal sheets, your desires, your dreams. And if you were posed this question, if money didn't make a difference, time, age, circumstances had no bearing on the decision to choose only one of the things that are on your list. You know the list I'm talking about, that long wish list, the laundry list, the bucket list. What's the one thing that if everything else was omitted, you wouldn't want it omitted? What's the one thing? Take a look at your list. That's your challenge. Because prioritization cannot be set by somebody else for you. Prioritization in your life comes from within you. What drives you? What do you love? What do you want with all your heart? That's what you go after. That's what you go after. And not to be diverted by this and that and every other good thing even, not bad things. It's many times a lot of great things. But it's most important that you take the time to identify the most important thing to you that you're going to go after, especially this year, the best year ever that's coming about us. Ecclesiastes, Solomon, wise man, said this in chapter 3. There's a time for everything. Well, the meaning of that is more than it means that you can do everything you want. It means you need to prioritize and put into place and put the attention and the time necessary in that direction. And let everything else come second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and whatever it might be. Are you following me? It's so important. Prioritizations, if you don't have priorities on your goals, on your health, how important is your health? How important is your aligning your finances to be sure that you're not going into debt? How important it is to really achieve that calling that has been burning and screaming and crying from within you to be released. Be sure that you have the understanding of what the priority that God has placed inside you. And if you quiet everything down, even just for 20 or 30 minutes, and look at your list and say to yourself the question I'm challenging you with. If money wasn't an option, time wasn't an option, circumstances, situations, nothing interferes with my decision right now. what on your list would be the most important thing that you'd want to do, that you want to accomplish, and then go for it. Put it up, prioritize, and as I said in my quote, you can do whatever you want. You just can't do everything you want, especially all at once. So you'll find that if you put the priority first, and you put that priority that's from your heart, not your head, not what people say, not what people are trying to direct you, but from your heart, you put that priority out front, so many other things like dominoes will fall into place. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just need one important thing: to know what you really want with all your heart, and then go for it. I'll be praying for you. I want you to take this challenge. I know it's a hard one, but ask that question. Again, I'm going to tell you that the challenge is tough. To ask the question, what, if everything else has to be wiped off your list, would be the one thing you'd want to accomplish, one thing that you'd want to achieve, one thing you'd want to go after with all your strength, all your power, all your resources? Then go for it. Have a beautiful day. I look forward to your comments. In fact, put down # going for it if you really find your priority there. # going for it so that you truly can identify with your own personal decision and commitment that you're going for the thing, the one thing that really burns within inside you to go for. And now let's go for it. Have a beautiful day. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning.